Can we leave long nails in 2017? Because I'm tired of scratching my palettes. I just got highlight all over my clean jeans. God damn. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a dual review and demo and swatch and tutorial of the new Colourpop palettes. I have the Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette as well as the in-nude-endo highlight palette from Colourpop. These both retail in about the $15 range. I'm not 100% sure. I mentioned it in my outro as well. I will put it in the description bar as long as I remember. I did want to mention that my giveaway does end tonight at midnight, I'm pretty sure. Today's Thursday, the 1st. I know it ends at midnight on the 2nd, so like at the beginning of the 2nd of February. So if I can edit this and get it up tonight, tonight's your last chance to enter the giveaway for 500 subscribers for a $50 gift card to Sephora. Anyways, if you are interested in seeing how I did this look, where I got this glow from, and my thoughts on the palette as well as swatches and some comparisons, go ahead and keep on watching. How do you guys like my lighting lately? I've been using a mixture of natural and ring light, so let me know what you know. I'm sure you guys often see my ring light in the back of my videos because I have a mirror behind me. You gotta work with what you got. This is the prettiest part of my bedroom. Because this is a dual review on a highlighting palette and an eyeshadow palette, and I feel very weird without highlight on, I'm going to start with the review on the in-nude-endo. In-nude-endo? I feel like I'm like saying it with like a rolled R, you know? Like people who can't roll their R's. How they have to make it a D. In-nude-endo. I should stop. Being very honest, I don't like the play on words here. Like, in-nude-endo. I don't know, I don't like it. It doesn't flow off the tongue easy. But, anyways, I figured we would start with this and some application. I kind of want to blindly apply it, but I kind of know I shouldn't, because I don't know what color is going to work. So let's start with some swatches. Oh, I have some eyebrow pencil on my hand. So I'll do the top 3 and then the bottom 3. I really like that they put the names of the shades on the palette. It's really nice. So the lightest one is Glad You Came, On the Loose, and Fine Line. When I think of fine line, I think of like fine lines and wrinkles, not like you're walking a fine line. Oh, there, buddy. I don't know. Let's just ignore me. And let's look at the swatches. These are really pretty. Let me zoom you in so my swatches are actually good. So here are the first 3. They're very smooth and very silky. Definitely feel very high-end, which is fantastic. There's On Tempo, Morning After, and Losing Sleep. So pretty. So from here over, the shades are Glad You Came, On the Loose, Fine Line, On Tempo, Morning After, and Losing Sleep. Losing Sleep looks a lot more muted in the pan than it does on the face because, or on the face, but on the swatch. In the swatch is a lot more warm toned. And then even in this one, this is On Tempo, it looks very purpley and cool toned. And it's just this really unique pinky bronzy shade, which would almost work on me. But the 2 I'm going to take today are going to be Fine Line, which is that 3rd shade I swatched, and then Glad You Came if I want a little extra pop. The brush I'm going to use to apply it is this Wet n Wild Unicorn highlighting brush. I'm going to start with Fine Line, and we can see how that looks. I'm really excited for this. I do have a blog post actually on the, what was it called? It was called like the Gimme More highlighting palette, which I can do swatch comparisons for as well, but let's just start with application. Is this pretty? I can't tell. I'm just looking at the viewfinder and it's not a very good. Wait, whoa, girl. Boring. Glowing goddess. I'm in a a mood today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just in one of those moods today. Whoa! This is so pretty! Wow. I really like to bring my highlight like up to the apple of the cheek a little too, so that it doesn't just show when you're turning your face, because obviously you want your highlight to show in every way you look at yourself, you know? Apply a little bit more, or a little bit on this side. Not a little bit more, but a little bit in general. Wow, you guys. Wow. I liked the Gimme More palette, which I should grab. I hate how it says I like your face on the front, but it's actually called the Gimme More palette. I liked it, but it's a little chunky and it's harder to work with. But yeah, you can kind of see just by looking at the pan that these are a little bit more chunky. You can see the texture. While these are super, super smooth. I do have my blog linked in the description bar down below. I'm going to be switching it over to an actually like hosted website where it's not .wordpress.com or whatever it is. But I will link that down below, so if you want to see my thoughts on the Gimme More palette as well, you can check that out. I'm not sure if it's still around on Colourpop's website. It might have been limited edition, or just they're phasing it out because they're putting this new one in. But overall, this new one was great. And I definitely like to buff my highlight in a little bit more and definitely blend it into my skin. I feel like it overall gives you a more diffused and natural look with your highlight instead of like a strip of shimmer, you know? That's why I really like this brush as well, more so than a fan brush or something like a Morphe 510 or 501, I forget which one. I like those two, the 501 especially. I think the white one, let me grab it. Yeah. 510. I like this. You can do a little bit more buffing, but the Wet n Wild one is densely packed, or more densely packed, which definitely gives you more control and more buffing when you're actually trying to do it, instead of just like spraying it everywhere like this more finely packed one does. I'm going to take a little bit on my nose now. Damn. Who is she? And a little on my chin, because we love a chin glow. I love to take it right above the arch of the brow and right above like the front of it as well. And I always take it just like right under my brow, not really targeted or anything, but just to kind of place it. Oh, I still need to do brow gel. And my favorite part of my body to highlight, my Cupid's bow, which I usually do with my finger, but I'm doing it with a brush today. Probably the worst time to do it with a brush is when you have lip gloss on already, so let me try again with my finger. Pretty. This is just that one shade, the Fine Line shade. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Glide You Came shade, which is just that white shade, to see how that looks. Oh, that definitely adds a nice pop. Wow. These are stunning. Girl! And if you think my Cupid's bow highlight looks like snot, it's because it is. I'm kidding, kind of, not really. My nose is running. I'm in a mood today. Let's put on our beauty mark. Ooh, that's dark. I need to blend this out a little bit because this is a little bit too bright. Always a good trick. Take your beauty blender or your beauty sponge across your highlight. Blends it into your skin a lot more, and we'll kind of simmer it down. And since I'm about to do my eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face now with my setting spray. I usually use Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I also have Mac? That is the name of it. I was going to say Max Fix Plus. It's Mac. I also have the Mac Fix Plus spray that I use occasionally. I think I've said this before on my channel, I don't really use setting spray or facial spray to set my makeup and make it last longer. I just use it to make it look less powdery, which I like. And by the way, this is the outer packaging of the in-nude-endo palette. It's kind of hard to see on camera because it's not going to pick it all up. Has the names on the back. I'm going to fan my face with it. And now here we are with the... I don't like this packaging, it's so hard to pick up on camera. Here is the Give It To Me Straight palette. This is the packaging. It's very pink and rose gold, very Valentine's Day appropriate. They have the shades on the back, but they also have the shades on the palette now too, which I am very happy about. Shade selection as well is very, very Valentine's Day. Very rosy. Not very warm toned, but just rosy. Picking up what I'm putting down? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Let's get a close-up here. Here's a close-up of the shadows. And instead of doing my swatches after my eyeshadow look, I'm actually going to do them before because I kind of want to know what I'm working with since I haven't used this palette yet. So as usual with my Colourpop palettes, because I like these and I review them often, I'm going to do row by row. So let's just start here. They feel good like usual. I think BS, this kind of warm-toned orangey shade, had an overspray because I know when I got it, it originally had like shimmers in it, and now that I'm swatching it, it doesn't have any in it. Here's the first row. From here over is Matter of Fact, Up Front, Straight Up, and BS. I like the names because it's very cohesive with the name of the palette. Here is the second row, and in the regular order, we have Frank, Candid, Forthright, and Downright. I don't like how they have Forthright and Downright right next to each other because it both ended right. And I'm picky. These are so pigmented. In the same order as usual, Truth Hurts, Be Blunt, TMI, and Actually. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm very excited to put these on my eyes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the eye look because that's what we're here for, isn't it? I'm going to start with Matter of Fact in my crease and all over my lid just as a base transition shade. I actually did not prime my eyes today because I'm seeing if I really need to prime my eyes every time. I usually put concealer and powder over my eyelids and I'm trying to determine whether or not that's enough for me. This eye is already creased. I think I set it after it already started creasing, so that sucks. Hold on, let me try and blend this out a little bit. And then in the crease and a little bit lower on the lid as well, just as a transition shade, I'm going in with the shade Downright. I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for today, but we'll see. Definitely translates a lot more rosy and pinky on the eye than it did in the swatch or in the pan. Remember to always blend in your inner area too. Inner corner and outer corner are just as important as the main part of your crease. It's like I can either choose to go warm, berry, or orange with it. I don't know. I'm going to mix Downright with Frank and put that in my outer corner area. I'm actually going to do a halo, so I'm going to put it in my inner and outer corner area. Let's see how this goes, guys. I don't remember how to do a halo eye. I'm going to wing out the outer corner a little bit, just because I usually do. So I'm applying the majority of the shade with this brush, which is my 519 or M519 from Morphe, and then I'm blending it with my M518 from Morphe, which is what I use to apply my transition shade as well. I do have to tap off a lot of excess, and I don't mind that. Colourpop is very pigmented shadows, so be fair warned, you do need to tap off with these. My dog hates being in the room when I film because she's scared of my tripod, but I hear her outside my door right now wanting to come in, and I'm like, stop, you're just gonna want to leave. This Downright shade is very, very pretty and actually super pigmented for how light it is. And I'm just basically blending with the initial shade I used all over my crease and lid right now. Blending. We're blending. Building it up to make it even. So I just wanted to zoom you guys in a little bit more so you can kind of see exactly what I'm doing here, which is really just blending and blending and blending. I'm a stickler for blending. I could blend for hours, but then I end up blending the shadow away and then I have to add more. Okay, so I think this is a good base for the halo eye, and then now I want to choose what shade I'm going to put on the center. I'm going to start with Up Front. I'm going to put it on my lid with my finger. I have way too long of nails right now and I really need to fill, but we're not going to talk about that today. You know when you try and put it on and you like start hitting your eyebrow and then you rub your eyebrow off? This is a Morphe 166. I know when I did my first halo eye, which I actually filmed, I kind of figured out that you're not supposed to blend that much. like just the edges so that you can preserve the pigment. It's very hard. For someone who loves to blend, it's hard not to. I think the top of the lid looks really, really good. I'm very happy with it. Definitely makes my green eyes pop as well. So I think we're ready to duplicate everything on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to start with Downright and Frank on the outer part of my lower lash line. And sort of connect it to my upper lash line or lid as well. And just kind of wing that up and out a little bit. Not too much, just to sort of add that accentuation. I'm going to take just Downright on the inner part of the lash line, just to see how I like it. Thanks guys for not telling me I had an eye booger. Anyways, see how it looks when I add that shimmer color on my lower lash line? I don't know how that works. I know when I did my first halo eye, I didn't halo the bottom, but I'm trying to do that now. And I'm taking the same shimmer shade on my inner corner, putting a small little dusting of it there. And the shade is the shade Up Front, by the way. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that same highlight shade I used on my cheeks on my eyebrow, which does need to be waxed. We've been over this. I'm on brow rehab right now. Very vibrant for the brow bone. I'm going to blend that out a little. I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara and lashes and some probably tight lining as well. And I will be right back. Alright guys, so that is it for the look. I did throw on some sorry, my chair is squeaky. I did throw on some House of Lashes Noir Fairy Light Browns on my eyes. I tight lined with the Colourpop eyeliner in the shade Overboard, and I used the roller lash from Benefit in brown on my lower lashes and top lashes. I felt like a brown lash was a lot more complimentary to such a romantic look, instead of like a harsh black lash, and I really like how it looks and I like how it accentuates my eyes and everything, so I'm really happy with it. On my lips and throughout the video, I have the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb on in Fenty Glow. It's the only shade that they have, and I did overline my lips just slightly. I basically draw on the lip line instead of over it. That's kind of how I line my lips. I am very, very happy with this look, let me tell you guys. I like it a lot. I need to get my Instagram game going with this sort of look. Like, was she in a jean jacket with her makeup looking good with purple hair? What? Overall, these two palettes are 2 big thumbs up for me. 2 thumbs up for each palette. 4 total. 5 stars. 10 stars total. I like them. I approve them. I think they're definitely worth the money. I think this was $15 and this was $16. Something around that price range. I'm not particularly sure. I will put it down in the description bar below if I remember. You know, the YouTube thing is still a work in progress, guys. We're still new. We're still growing. We're still getting there. Yeah, I hope you guys like the look. I hope that you might recreate it. If you do, tag me in it. Stephanieo2000. You know, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Like me. Subscribe to me. Add me on Facebook. Don't add me on Facebook. Don't do that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. If you like me or you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.